Price drop? Time to shop. Get to a Nordstrom Rack store today for first dibs on new markdowns. Now score even more, up to 70% off brands everyone loves at Nordstrom Rack. Denim, dresses, sneakers, tops, and more. Plus, get genius deals on jackets, sweaters, and boots for the whole family. Shop your Nordstrom Rack store today and save up to 70% with new markdowns. But hurry, deals this great won't last.
Hey, I'm Mark Goodman.
And I'm Alan Light.
On today's podcast, in celebration of International Guitar Month, Pete Townsend of The Who will join us.
Pete went deep with us into his relationship with the guitar and with music in general, the new Broadway version of Tommy. He clarified the status and the future of The Who, and much, much more.
Sound Up with Mark Goodman and Alan Light, the only music podcast that matters. Get it on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I think, you know what, it's Rashid is definitely common in a lot of ways, and Rashid evolved, in almost every way. Meaning, when I evolve, Common evolves, and I evolved in many ways just through my experiences of, learning more about spirituality and becoming more in tune with my own spirituality and dealing more with responsibilities, whether it's becoming a father or having to take care of the bills and the financial aspects of life, and also just, going through my profession, the ups and downs of career. And so all these things, help me to grow, traveling, experiencing people, heartbreak, love, all those things help me to become a greater person. And with that, Common definitely evolves and grows too, because I am able to tell those stories and tell those experiences, and also just have a new perspective, which I bring to my music.
I just want. I know you were frustrated after the results of. Not that many units that. Can I borrow $1? Came when it was released. It didn't come out with. It didn't do well. Have you ever looked back and wanting to kind of redo that album? Were there anything you would change?
No, that was the effort and the talent that I had at that time. It was what it was because I was new and I wasn't I hadn't developed as an MC and an artist yet, and that's what I was able to offer at that time. That's what I was, I was into those experiences. What I was talking about. Straight little Chicago dude that just, from the streets of Chicago, intelligent guy, just giving my perspective, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it at all, really, because that's what I was able to offer at that time. And then, you're able to see evolution and you're able to see growth because you start from there, and then you go to an album like Resurrection, and you go to One Day It All Makes Sense. You go to all these, like Water for Chocolate and Electric Circus and these different places, Be, Finding Forever, Universal Mind Control, and now The Dream of the Believer. That makes the body of work that really defines what an artist does. An artist changes and grows and evolves. So I wouldn't want to go back and change anything.
Just in and so good. Thousands of spring deals at your Nordstrom Rack store. Save big today on new arrivals from Kate Spade New York, Nike, Sam Edelman, Free People, and Madewell, starting at only $30. Great brands and great prices on dresses, denim, sandals, designer bags, and more. So rack your look and get first dibs on spring styles you want now from just $30 at your Nordstrom Rack store. What will you find?
Hey, I'm Mark Goodman.
And I'm Alan Light.
On today's podcast, in celebration of International Guitar Month, Pete Townsend of The Who will join us.
Pete went deep with us into his relationship with the guitar and with music in general, the new Broadway version of Tommy. He clarified the status and the future of The Who, and much, much more.
Sound Up with Mark Goodman and Alan Light, the only music podcast that matters. Get it on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.